Have you ever chased success only to feel like something fundamental is missing? It's not the strategy or the timing that's holding you back. It's a deeper, more intimate struggle, the unfamiliarity with your own inner landscape, the very core of who you are. Most people remain stuck, not from a lack of effort, but because they've never truly engaged in the profound dialogue of self-discovery. Imagine, for just 3 days, consciously turning inward. Ask yourself, what do I truly desire? Why do I keep holding myself back? What fears subtly dictate my choices? The truth is, until you cultivate this radical self-awareness, nothing will genuinely shift. You'll find yourself cycling through the same frustrations, chasing the same goals with an enduring sense of confusion. But in the next few moments, you're about to unlock a truth that will forever reshape the way you speak to yourself, not with doubt, but with unwavering clarity and conviction. From the moment your eyes open each morning, you are never truly alone. There is an ever-present, incredibly powerful companion by your side, your inner voice. This voice, though often overlooked, is the silent architect of your destiny. For the next 3 days, I challenge you to consciously sculpt it. Speak to yourself with profound kindness, unwavering courage, and unshakable belief. Do this, and you will begin to grasp one of life's most profound secrets of success. You see, the mind is both a fertile garden and a relentless battlefield. The thoughts you plant take root, blossoming into habits that ultimately define the life you live. If your inner voice consistently sows seeds of doubt, fear, and inferiority, your reality will inevitably mirror those destructive sentiments. But if that voice breathes confidence, encouragement, and purpose into your very soul, your world will rise to meet it, aligning with the greatness you cultivate within. Imagine your inner voice as a wise and trusted mentor, a figure who sees not only who you are in this moment, but the magnificent being you are destined to become. This mentor doesn't mock your struggles or dwell on your missteps. Instead, it uplifts you, reminding you that you have weathered storms before and possess the inherent strength to overcome this one too. It whispers, "You were born with power, with vision, with purpose. Now go and act like it." In studying the most successful men and women throughout history, one common thread emerges. They mastered their inner voice. They understood that the dialogue within held far greater sway than any external noise. Before any monumental achievement is realized, it is first profoundly believed. Before any seemingly impossible summit is conquered, the climber must first declare, "I can." This isn't arrogance, it is the quiet, consistent trust in one's own boundless capacity. Each morning, stand before your reflection and affirm, "I am capable, I am worthy, I am unstoppable." Don't whisper it, declare it. Let it resonate with the authority of truth, because it is true. When doubt inevitably creeps in, do not allow it to settle. Confront it with resolute conviction. Say, "I hear you, but I do not bow to you. I am led by strength, not fear." There's an invisible law at play in the universe, the law of belief. Whatever you consistently tell yourself, you begin to accept. Whatever you accept, you begin to become. Your words to yourself are not mere phrases. They are the precise blueprints for your future. For these 3 sacred shades, treat your inner voice as your strongest ally. When you fall short, let it speak of valuable lessons, never of failure. When you succeed, let it whisper, "This is only the beginning." Speak life into your audacious goals. Speak courage into your hearts, expansive vision into your days. You will discover that the world responds not to who you are, but to who you believe yourself to be. And when that belief is forged in truth and strengthened by unwavering repetition, no door will remain closed to you. Your inner voice is the very first seed of every success, every breakthrough, and every profound transformation. Choose it wisely, nurture it daily, and watch as your life begins to miraculously mirror the greatness that has always resided within you. Now let's clarify your vision. Your dreams are not fleeting illusions or idle wanderings of the mind. No, they are the compass of your soul, pointing you with unwavering certainty toward your true purpose. Within them lies the blueprint of what you are genuinely meant to do, who you are destined to become, and the unique legacy you are here to leave behind. Over the next 3 days, consciously set aside life's distractions and turn inward. This is a sacred task. to clarify with absolute and uncompromising precision the grand vision for your life. Begin by asking yourself 3 simple yet profoundly powerful questions. Where do I want to go? What do I wish to accomplish? And what lasting impact do I intend to leave behind? Let these questions guide you not once, but repeatedly. Write down your answers, refine them, revisit them. Your vision must be crystal clear, for clarity is power. Vague goals will inevitably yield vague results, but when your objectives are defined with conviction and intricate detail, the entire universe seems to conspire to bring them into tangible reality. Grab a notebook, a blank page, or even the back of a napkin, and write with unbridled passion. Let your pen flow not from fear or limitation, but from boundless possibility and audacious courage. Envision your future not as it currently is, but as it could be. Describe it vividly. See it clearly in your mind's eye. Feel it deeply within your core, because a goal written with passion becomes far more than a wish. It becomes a sacred contract with your future self. Great achievements are never born of chance, but always of deliberate choice. Henry Ford did not build an automotive empire on hope alone. He held an extraordinarily clear picture in his mind of exactly what he wanted to achieve. He saw the revolutionary moving assembly line before it even existed. He envisioned ordinary men producing extraordinary machines, and through singularly focused thought and unwavering purpose, he brought that vision to life. This is no secret reserved for the privileged few. It is a universal principle. That which you consistently think about, you begin to manifest. The mind, once fixed on a definite, compelling goal, becomes an irresistible magnet for the very people, resources, and opportunities needed to achieve it. But you must first give your mind precise direction. You must feed it with absolute clarity. Each morning, take a few dedicated minutes to visualize your goals as already accomplished. Picture the glorious outcome. Hear the voices congratulating you. Feel the deep satisfaction of victory. Anchor these vivid images deeply into your subconscious, for it is the subconscious mind that effortlessly drives action even when the conscious mind is consumed by uncertainty. The more vividly and frequently you impress your vision upon it, the more effortlessly you will act in perfect alignment with it. When doubt arises, and it will return to your written goals, read them aloud. Remind yourself not only of what you want, but of the profound why you want it. Purpose is the intense fire that transforms mere vision into unstoppable action. Without it, the journey falters. With it, no mountain is too high to conquer. Take these 3 days seriously. Treat them as the initial pages of a magnificent new chapter in your life story. The clearer your vision, the stronger your irresistible pull toward it. You are not merely surviving, you are designing. You are not drifting, you are building. The world yields to those who know precisely what they want. Clarity gives birth to unshakable confidence, and confidence effortlessly breeds unstoppable momentum. This is how true greatness begins, with a mind utterly fixed on a worthy goal and a spirit completely unwilling to waver. Do not delay, begin today. Define your dream, describe your magnificent vision, anchor your unwavering purpose, and then watch as your life begins to bend in the direction of your deepest desire. Life is a rhythmic dance of victories and setbacks, of exhilarating progress and necessary pause, of glorious triumphs and relentless trials. It moves like the ocean tide, sometimes lifting you high with the currents of success, and at other times profoundly testing your strength in the turbulent undertow of adversity. To not just survive, but truly thrive in this ebb and flow, you must cultivate something far more enduring than luck or fleeting talent. You must cultivate resilience. Resilience is not merely the ability to endure hardship. It is the profoundly trained capacity to rise after every single fall, to extract invaluable wisdom from every difficulty, and to continue forward with undiminished purpose. In the next 3 days, make it your sacred mission to completely transform your mindset. View every challenge not as an impenetrable blockage, but as a crucial bridge. See it not as a cruel punishment, but as a vital preparation. When the world tells you no, let it become potent fuel for your unyielding determination. When your meticulously laid plans unravel, see it as the universe gently urging you to innovate, to adapt, to grow beyond your current limitations. Every single setback carries within it a hidden gift, a profound lesson you could never learn in the ease or comfort of complacency. The most resilient souls are those who learn to unwrap adversity with a spirit of eager curiosity and unwavering courage. Consider once more the remarkable story of Thomas Edison. History justly remembers him for the incandescent light bulb, but the arduous path to that world-changing invention was literally paved with failure. Thousands upon thousands of failed experiments, each one a stark opportunity to quit, to feel utterly defeated, to surrender entirely. But Mr. Edison saw it fundamentally differently. When famously asked about his so-called failures, he calmly replied, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That, my friend, is resilience in its purest, most powerful form. Unwavering faith in the grand vision, no matter the relentless obstacles strewn along the way. Your life will not be free from hardship. No worthwhile life ever is. But you possess the innate capacity to train yourself to meet hardship with unyielding strength, to welcome it not with dread, but with an exhilarating sense of challenge. When adversity strikes, pause and ask yourself, what is this here to teach me? How can I grow because of this, not just in spite of it? For the next 3 days, practice this profound perspective daily. When something goes wrong, pause, take a deep breath, and then consciously reframe it. Say to yourself, this is part of my training. This is how I become unshakable. Speak to your inner self, not with defeat, but with unwavering resolve. Use each difficulty to build your emotional muscle, your mental stamina, your spiritual backbone. Resilience is not inherited. It is meticulously developed. It is built through conscious practice every single time you choose to stand up instead of staying down. You reinforce it. Every single time you refuse to be broken by disappointment, you strengthen it exponentially. Resilience is your ultimate shield against discouragement. Nurture it diligently. Visualize yourself as a mighty oak tree. Fierce storms may bend your branches, but they cannot break your roots. Why? Because those roots go profoundly deep, deep into your purpose, deep into your vision, deep into your belief. When you are thus grounded in your sacred mission, you become truly immovable, no matter how fierce the winds of adversity howl. And remember this profound truth: adversity does not diminish your intrinsic value. On the contrary, it reveals it. Diamonds are formed under unimaginable pressure. Steel is tempered by intense fire, and true greatness is unequivocally forged through trials. Your unwavering ability to remain resilient is precisely what separates the merely interested from the truly committed. Do not seek a life without struggle. Seek instead the unbreakable strength to overcome it. Let each obstacle refine your character, not define your limits. The road to success is never a straight line. But with resilience as your constant companion, every detour becomes a meaningful part of the journey, every delay a vital redirection, and every single failure a powerful, solid foundation for what is to come. Begin today. Choose resilience. Live it, breathe it, embody it, and watch how the world begins to miraculously shift in response to your unyielding spirit. Belief in yourself is not a luxury. It is an absolute necessity. It is the bedrock upon which all enduring achievement rests. Without it, no dream can be fully born, no mountain truly climbed. Belief is the electrifying spark that ignites ambition, the deep root from which all greatness ultimately grows. Over the next 3 days, commit to nurturing this belief within you, not as a fleeting emotion, but as a deep, immovable conviction. Picture yourself as a magnificent tree, rooted deeply in rich, fertile soil. Storms may rage around you, fierce winds may howl, but your core remains completely unmoved. Your confidence, like those powerful roots, anchors you. It keeps you standing tall, even when the skies turn ominously dark. This is the kind of belief you must cultivate, not loud or boastful, but steady, quiet, and enduring. Every individual who has ever accomplished anything of lasting significance has done so, not in the absence of doubt, but directly in the face of it. The profound difference between the average and the extraordinary lies in the decisive choice to proceed, even when uncertainty whispers its insidious temptations. The Wright brothers faced ridicule and repeated failure, yet they believed in flight when others only saw gravity. Eleanor Roosevelt carried herself with quiet strength, despite harsh criticism and relentless scrutiny. These individuals did not wait for permission to believe. They declared it with every fiber of their being. so must you. Each morning, begin with a powerful affirmation. I am more powerful and capable than I realize, and my potential is limitless. Do not say it timidly. Speak it as undeniable truth, because it is truth. You possess talents you have not yet discovered, strengths you have not yet tested, and capacities that far exceed your current limited vision. The mind, once saturated with doubt, will inevitably default to limitation unless it is consciously retrained. This is your urgent task now, to rewire your thinking, to irrevocably evict the language of I can't and replace it unequivocally with I will. Stand guard at the sacred gate of your thoughts. Do not allow old fears, past failures, or the transient opinions of others to rob you of your intrinsic inner authority. Belief is not merely superficial positive thinking. It is aligned thinking. It is aligning your inner dialogue with your absolute highest potential. It means speaking to yourself with the same profound confidence you would unreservedly offer to someone you deeply love. It means constantly reminding yourself that you were not placed on this earth to shrink, but to shine. During these next 3 days, meticulously build rituals around your belief. Write down your affirmations. Speak them aloud with conviction. Visualize moments of vivid victory, not just vague success, but clear, specific, triumphant achievement. See yourself delivering that powerful speech, leading that challenging project, achieving that audacious dream. Feel it in your bones. Anchor it deeply in your heart. When challenges inevitably arise, let them be powerful reminders of your inherent strength, not tests of your intrinsic worth. You are not defined by difficulty. You are magnificently refined by it. Every obstacle is a golden chance to reaffirm your belief, to declare with unwavering resolve, even this cannot stop me. Carry yourself differently. Walk with undeniable purpose. Look others directly in the eyes. Speak with the calm conviction of someone who knows precisely where they are headed. This is how belief takes tangible form, through consistent action, through the embodiment of true confidence. Belief is undeniably contagious. When you truly believe in yourself, others are irresistibly drawn to your powerful energy. Opportunities miraculously find you. Steadfast allies unequivocally support you. Momentum builds irresistibly around you. The world does not reward doubt. It responds with enthusiasm to certainty. When you move forward with unwavering belief, doors swing open, paths miraculously appear, and the impossible begins to look utterly inevitable. Begin today. Feed your belief, protect it fiercely, grow it relentlessly, and know this: you are capable of far more than you have ever allowed yourself to imagine. Your future is not a question mark. It is a magnificent declaration waiting to be made. Declare it now, and let belief be the unstoppable force that carries you triumphantly forward. Passion is the unyielding fire that fuels greatness. It is the invisible yet intensely powerful current that carries ordinary individuals into truly extraordinary lives. It is the unextinguishable inner flame that cannot be diminished by circumstance, fatigue, or even profound doubt. When it burns brightly within you, it becomes an inexhaustible source of energy, boundless creativity, and unwavering resilience. Over the next 3 days, turn your attention inward. Dedicate this sacred window of time to discovering or reigniting the passions that make you feel most vibrantly alive. Ask yourself, what truly stirs your soul? What activity makes time itself disappear? What pursuit brings an undeniable spark to your eyes and an undeniable purpose to your very steps? These are not idle questions. They are unmistakable signposts, pointing you directly toward your authentic calling. The person who moves with passion moves with unparalleled power, not the kind that is forced or artificial, but the kind that is magnetic, the kind that effortlessly draws people and possibilities toward them. Passion is the great differentiator. It is what compels one to go the extra mile, to work not just harder but with profound joy. It is the stark difference between mere existence and truly inspired living. Michelangelo did not spend endless days and nights painting the breathtaking ceiling of the Sistine Chapel out of mere obligation. He was driven by a force far deeper, an all-consuming love for art, a vision so intensely compelling that rest became secondary to magnificent creation. That, my friend, is the undeniable power of passion. It compels, it uplifts, and it sustains. Do not underestimate what happens when you engage fully in something you genuinely love. The world around you begins to transform. Your energy visibly shifts. Your voice carries more profound conviction. Your actions become charged with irresistible purpose. People notice. Opportunities respond. This is not magic. It is the fundamental law of enthusiasm. Passion inherently brings excellence, and excellence in turn irresistibly attracts success. If you do not yet know what your passion is, do not despair. Discovery is an essential part of the process. Try new things. Reflect on past joys. Revisit childhood curiosities that once captivated you. Passion often leaves subtle clues in your moments of deep focus, your feelings of spontaneous excitement, your unexpected bursts of creativity. Follow these trails. They are leading you back to your deepest core. For the next 3 days, schedule dedicated time to engage in activities that profoundly lift your spirit. It could be writing, designing, mentoring, teaching, building, solving complex problems, or exploring the untamed beauty of nature. Whatever ignites your inner fire, do it not for an outcome, but for the sheer, unadulterated joy of the doing. Passion, when truly expressed, always expands. It cannot remain dormant. When given air and space, speak about your passions, share them with others. Enthusiasm is powerfully contagious. When you speak from a place of genuine love and excitement, you immediately become a beacon for others. Your energy draws in collaborators, invaluable mentors, and steadfast supporters. What once seemed difficult now flows with surprising ease. Let passion profoundly guide your decision-making. When faced with choices, ask yourself, which path makes me feel more vibrantly alive? Success without joy is hollow. But when success is meticulously built upon passion, it becomes sustainable, deeply meaningful, and profoundly fulfilling. Remember, passion is not a fleeting thrill. It is a steady, unyielding flame. It does not always roar, but it always warms. Tend to it like a sacred fire. Protect it fiercely from the winds of doubt and the stagnant waters of routine. Feed it daily with unwavering attention, pure intention, and decisive action. You were not born to go through life mechanically, merely checking boxes or fulfilling others' expectations. You were born to create, to contribute, to feel deeply, and to pursue what sets your soul on fire. This is not indulgence, it is a profound responsibility. The world desperately needs more people who are alive with purpose. Begin today. Explore what deeply excites you, commit to it wholeheartedly, express it fearlessly, and trust that in doing so, you align yourself with the extraordinary life that passion always unfailingly promises. Dreams, no matter how grand or divinely inspired, remain mere idle wishes until they are decisively acted upon. Vision without action is precisely like a magnificent ship without a sail, adrift, purposeless, and utterly directionless. If you truly desire to achieve anything meaningful, anything that matters, you must relentlessly convert intention into tangible execution. Over the next 3 days, challenge yourself to take immediate, decisive steps toward your most ambitious goals. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Action is the crucial bridge between what is vividly imagined and what becomes undeniably real. It transforms raw potential into tangible progress. And here lies a powerful truth. Even imperfect action is infinitely more valuable than perfect inaction. Waiting for the ideal moment, the flawless plan, or total certainty only delays your destiny. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can, with conviction. History remembers those who acted. Walt Disney did not begin with grand studios or legions of animators, but with simple, heartfelt sketches and a stubborn, unwavering belief in a little mouse. His first efforts were modest, his circumstances humble, but he moved. He created, he dared to act, while countless others merely dreamed. That first, seemingly small step became a colossal leap, propelling him into an empire of imagination. Let this be your model. Begin small, but begin. One single step forward creates momentum, and momentum is the magical ingredient that transforms mere possibility into vibrant reality. Each action meticulously builds on the last, creating a powerful compounding effect that multiplies exponentially over time. You need not take giant, intimidating leaps. You need only commit to consistent, deliberate motion. For the next 3 days, set a clear intention. Each day, Take one concrete step toward your aspiration. Make that dreaded call. Write that crucial page. Research that compelling idea. Build that initial outline. Send that challenging email. Start the process. Action, no matter how seemingly small, signals to your subconscious that you are utterly serious. It tells the world, unmistakably, that you are in motion. Do not wait to feel ready. Confidence is often the beautiful result of action, not the prerequisite for it. You will grow more assured, more capable, the more you relentlessly move forward. The path reveals itself in the walking, not in the waiting. And remember, mistakes are not your enemies. They are your invaluable instructors. Every misstep carries a profound lesson, and every lesson meticulously strengthens your strategy. Commit to being a relentless doer, not merely a passive thinker. Ideas are abundant. Execution is rare. The individuals who truly rise are those who take bold, consistent action. They are not necessarily the most talented or the most connected, but they are unequivocally the most committed to movement. Each evening, reflect deeply on your progress. Ask yourself, what tangible action did I take today that moved me closer to my goal? Let this become a sacred ritual, a powerful habit of accountability. When you track your action, you reinforce it. When you reinforce it, you repeat it, and relentless repetition builds undeniable results. Action creates profound clarity. The more you do, the more you learn. The more you learn, the sharper your aim becomes. You may pivot, you may refine, but you will always be moving forward. And that forward motion is absolutely everything. Motion is what irrevocably separates the wishful from the purposeful. Understand this. Every great success story began with a singular decision, a decision to act. Behind every breakthrough, every innovation, every towering achievement was someone who chose to begin. They didn't wait for approval. They didn't beg for permission. They simply started. Now it is your turn. Over these 3 days, make action your unwavering mantra. Do not overthink. Do not overplan. Simply move, one deliberate step at a time, and as your momentum builds, so too will your confidence, your clarity, and your results. Begin today. Take the first, let that step lead to another, and before long, you will look back and realize that the life you once vividly imagined is now the magnificent life you are actively living. Learning is your most powerful ally on the journey to greatness. It is the invisible force that consistently strengthens your mind, sharpens your judgment, and endlessly enlarges your vision. For the next 3 days, I urge you to make a conscious and deliberate commitment. Immerse yourself completely in the pursuit of knowledge. Read deeply, listen intently, observe closely. Learn not only from books, but from people, from experiences, and from life itself. True success is never born from stagnation. It flourishes only where growth is actively nurtured, and growth profoundly demands learning. The individuals who consistently rise above mediocrity are not those who claim to know everything, but those who remain humble enough to admit they never stop learning. They understand that education does not end with the classroom. It truly begins with the unwavering will to constantly improve. Think of Abraham Lincoln, a man of modest beginnings, limited schooling, and scarce resources. Yet he possessed an insatiable hunger for knowledge. He tirelessly taught himself by the dim glow of firelight, poring over borrowed books and legal texts. He did not wait for permission or a perfect environment. He learned because he believed that growth was his profound responsibility, and that belief ultimately shaped his destiny, transforming a backwoods boy into one of the greatest leaders in history. The same principle applies to you. No matter your current circumstances, you hold the inherent power to endlessly expand your mind and enrich your life. The more you learn, the more valuable you become to your family, your community, your work, and most importantly, to yourself. Knowledge dramatically increases your ability to make wise decisions, solve complex problems, and inspire those around you to their own greatness. Over these 3 days, treat learning as sacred. Choose one subject that intensely interests you and dive into it with focused intention. Read a chapter each day from a meaningful book. Listen to a lecture or podcast from someone whose wisdom you deeply admire. Reflect profoundly on lessons you've gathered from your own life, the hard-won victories and the difficult failures. Both are rich sources of instruction, if only you take the deliberate time to truly listen. The mind, like a muscle, grows through consistent use. If neglected, it withers. But when fed with new ideas, new skills, and new perspectives, it expands and empowers every single aspect of your being. This is precisely why the most successful individuals never grow complacent. They remain eternal students, regardless of their impressive titles or their myriad accomplishments. They know deeply that mastery is not a destination, but a lifelong, exhilarating pursuit. Be careful not to confuse mere activity with true learning. Genuine learning is not passive consumption. It is active engagement. It involves questioning, reflecting, and applying. It means taking what you know and courageously turning it into what you do. The real value of knowledge lies not solely in its acquisition, but in its powerful application. Every time you open a book, every time you ask a probing question, every time you sincerely seek understanding, you are placing another solid brick in the unshakable foundation of your future. Learning is not something you do only to get ahead. It is something you do to become more fully, vibrantly alive. It fuels creativity. It strengthens confidence. It prepares you to face every challenge with crystal clear clarity and unyielding courage. And remember this crucial truth: the world is evolving constantly. To remain relevant, you must evolve with it. The moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing. But when you wholeheartedly embrace learning as a lifelong companion, you step into a life of continuous, exhilarating advancement. So begin today. Open your mind wide. Feed it daily. Cultivate the profound habit of ceaselessly seeking wisdom. And know this: as you grow in knowledge, you undeniably rise in value. You gain not just information, but profound insight. Not just skill, but unbreakable strength. And with that magnificent strength, you move steadily, inevitably forward on the path to your highest self. The ability to adapt to change is not merely a helpful trait, it is the absolute foundation of lasting success. Those who rise above challenging circumstances, who skillfully overcome uncertainty, and who achieve true greatness are those who have learned not to resist change, but to fully embrace it. Over the next 3 days, make a conscious, profound decision to welcome change as your indispensable ally, not your formidable adversary. For within every shift, every disruption, every new challenge lies an opportunity waiting to be triumphantly seized. You must come to deeply understand that change is not a threat, it is a powerful signal, a signal that it is time to grow, to evolve, to reach for new, exhilarating heights. The man or woman who fears change has already consciously placed limits upon themselves, but the one who greets it with eager curiosity and unwavering courage becomes truly unstoppable. Change is not the end of stability. It is the undeniable beginning of magnificent transformation. Think of a skilled sailor. He does not curse the wind when it shifts direction. Instead, he calmly and skillfully adjusts his sails. He does not control the vast, unpredictable sea, but he controls his response to it. And that, my friend, makes all the difference. Your life will not be free from shifting winds, but if you are willing to adjust your mindset, your strategies, and your perspective, no storm will ever keep you from your destined destination. Nature offers us the clearest example of this profound truth. Every tree, every animal, every ecosystem is constantly adapting. Seasons change, environments shift, and yet life finds a way not only to survive, but to profoundly thrive. Adaptation is nature's fundamental law of longevity. Those who rigidly resist change become obsolete. Those who joyfully embrace it become pioneers. You are no different. When change comes, and it always will, you have a profound choice: retreat into fear or boldly step forward into unparalleled growth. The most successful individuals I have studied were not merely intelligent or audacious, they were supremely adaptable. They could effortlessly shift gears when needed. They could brilliantly reinvent themselves. They did not mourn what was lost, but instead focused intensely on what could be magnificently built anew. Over these next 3 days, practice radical mental flexibility. When something unexpected happens, pause, take a deep breath, and then ask, what opportunity is hidden in this? What invaluable lesson can I learn here? How can this very challenge make me stronger? These questions are the crucial beginning of a mindset that effortlessly turns seemingly insurmountable obstacles into wide-open opportunities. Be willing to question old patterns, outdated beliefs, and familiar routines. Sometimes what brought you success in the past is precisely not what will take you to the next level. Adaptability is about far more than merely adjusting to survive. It is about strategically positioning yourself to thrive in entirely new terrain. You must also remain profoundly open-minded. Rigidity of thought is the undeniable enemy of growth. If you believe you already know everything, you leave absolutely no room for better, more expansive answers. The adaptable mind listens intently. It observes keenly. It learns voraciously. It deeply understands that change often comes with discomfort, but within that discomfort is the vital seed of magnificent reinvention. Let go of the illusion of total control. Control is ultimately an illusion. True progress comes not from rigidly controlling every variable, but from responding powerfully and effectively to whatever arises. Your immense power lies not in desperately resisting the winds, but in masterfully navigating your sails. Start today. Identify one area of your life where change is urgently needed or is already happening. Instead of resisting it, lean into it with courage. Make a small adjustment. Try a new approach. View it not as a loss, but as a liberating doorway. Let your willingness to embrace change become your most powerful competitive advantage. When you make adaptability a consistent habit, you become profoundly resilient. When you embrace change as an intrinsic part of your path, you unlock levels of creativity, strength, and success that most people never even reach. You evolve, and in that magnificent evolution, you become truly unstoppable. Change is not your enemy. It is your powerful invitation to grow. Welcome it, work with it, and watch how it leads you to places you never imagined possible. The most successful individuals throughout history have understood a profound truth. No great achievement is ever accomplished alone. Behind every monument of success stands an intricate foundation built upon harmonious and strategically cultivated relationships. For the next 3 days, I urge you to deliberately and thoughtfully cultivate meaningful connections, not merely for personal gain, but for mutual growth, profound upliftment, and shared triumph. You must come to see that people are not obstacles in your path, but rather indispensable bridges to greater possibility. The mind that isolates itself, mistakenly believing it can achieve everything without the support of others, severely limits its own potential and reach. But the one who sees others as invaluable collaborators, steadfast allies, and inspired co-creators expands its influence beyond all measure. Andrew Carnegie, among the wealthiest men in the world, was quick to credit his immense success to the undeniable power of a mastermind group. A meticulously chosen circle of trusted individuals whose combined wisdom, relentless effort, and brilliant ideas propelled him forward. Or reflect on J.P. Morgan, who masterfully cultivated the art of alliance, building an empire through strong, synergistic partnerships and strategic, far-sighted relationships. These titans understood deeply that surrounding oneself with the right minds and hearts is not optional. It is absolutely essential for sustained greatness. Harmonious relationships are not formed by chance or convenience. They are meticulously built, day by day, through the consistent offering of value, trust, and sincere appreciation. Ask yourself, who in your life genuinely inspires you to grow? Who challenges you, supports you unconditionally, and profoundly believes in your highest potential? And just as importantly, to whom do you offer the same unwavering commitment? Over these next 3 days, make it your sacred mission to proactively strengthen the connections that truly matter.